Hello all and welcome to Wow Crochet yet again for another tutorial. My name is Mary and in today's tutorial we are working on part 2 of our little Easter bag. I know, is it not gorgeous or what? I'm not going to do too much talking because I did that in part 1. All we are going to do today is finish off the last few rows here, pop our handles on, and then your bag, oops, will be complete. All right, so I'm not going to talk anymore. We're just going to get started. Good luck, guys, and enjoy. Alrighty, guys, welcome back to part 2 of our tutorial here. The Easter basket, isn't it gorgeous? Come out gorgeous, I think. All right, so it's still not big enough, and that's okay. It's normal. This is normal size. But I didn't actually finish it because I'm going to finish it in a minute. What you should have done was, from the beginning, in parts 1, we would have done the round bit, then we would have gone up 2 rows of single crochet, then we would have done 2 rows of your single crochet, chain 1 and single crochet, which was the mini shell stitch. So 2 rows of that in white, green, pink, light blue and dark pink, which is the same colours as we started with in the beginning. Then we are going to, not then, now, we are going to finish off our last 2 rows of the white. And then we're going to finish off the border rows and then do a handle. So this is part 2. We're going to get started straight away. We're not going to muck around. By the way, you will need your scissors and your weaving needle for the end, but not so much now. I forgot to tell you, we are slip stitching our first single crochet. Wake up, Mary. I'm in such a hurry to get it finished now because this is it. This is the final part to this series. Now there's your chain space. We're going to slip stitch into the chain space like so. Now this is where things change. The whole pattern's going to change now. Okay, what you're going to do is chain up 1. Now do a half double, not a single, a half double, which is yarn over hook, pop your hook in the space, yarn over hook, pull up a loop, yarn over hook, pull through 2 loops on your hook. And if you want to, you can, I would too, find your little stitch marker from the previous part of the series, pop it in, your first half double, okay, is there. Now we are doing a second half double in exactly the same stitch, like so, okay. Then we're going to jump into our next chain space and we're going to do 2 half doubles. 1, ooh, don't lose a stitch like I just did, and 2. All right, now we're going to jump into our next chain space and do 2 half doubles. And this is pretty much what we're going to do for this particular round. 1 in the next, I'm sorry, 2 in the next, 2 in every chain space that you come to. All right, let's have a look, see what you're doing exactly. You are doing your 2 half doubles in every space. All right, so continue those 2 half doubles all the way around till you get to the last chain space right there and meet me up. Okay, at the end of the row now, we've got the last space in there. So we do 2 half doubles in there, same as we were all the way along. Take your, oh, I'm so far away, I do apologise there, guys. Take your little stitch marker out. Sometimes when I go off air, I tend to move the camera around, I do apologise. All right, so take your stitch marker out and slip stitch to the top of that that half double crochet, that first one you did, like that. Nice tight stitch, chain 1, and then single crochet again. We're back into single crochets again. Just 1 in there, single crochet in your next. Oh, actually, better put that stitch marker there so we know where the end of the row is. Okay, so single crochet in every stitch all the way around. Ta-da! 2 easy. I think it is. Okay, all the way around every stitch you come to. Now I'll get you a close-up of those stitches because they're a little bit tricky, these half doubles, okay? And because we're using double thickness, it's easy to make the mistake. So that is, see the V right there? That's where you're putting your single crochet through the V's of every stitch you see, okay? A little bit tricky this round, just a little bit tricky because it looks like they're not going to be stitches, but there actually are. Every time you see a V, that's a stitch. So single crochet in the round, and when you get to the end of the row right there, meet me up. All right, here we are, and we've got to the end of the row. There's one single crochet to do left. Okay, now we're going to take that stitch marker out. We're not going to slip stitch to join. We are going to pop a single crochet in the top of that single crochet right there. Pop your stitch marker back in because we are doing one more row. Okay, and now you're just single crocheting all the way around. Okay, I'm going to stick around and do this with you. Oh no, actually we might do it off air, and that way we've got more time to do our handles, because straight after this we are going to do our handles. Pretty exciting. And once those handles are done, yay, the whole thing is done. I know, right? All right, so single crochet in the round, get to this stitch marker right here, and I will meet you up. Alrighty, here we are at the end of the row. We've got one more single crochet to go, like so. We are going to slip stitch into that stitch like so, pull the loop through, chain one. Guess what? We're going to cut it. Yay! Now, keep that tail end on your work. That's just to show you exactly, just for a moment, where the middle is, all right? So we've been working along there all the way through our work. This is how we find out our handles. All you need to do is count across from here to here. Just count along there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. You're probably looking at about 26 or 27. All right? Half of 26 is 13. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Pop your little stitch marker in there. Okay. Now that's mine. Yours might be more, less, doesn't matter. All you have to do is find the middle, count 5 back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pop your hook in there, rejoin your thread again, because now we are going to do the handles. Okay. All right, so with the handles, just pull the loop through, pass your thread over your work, chain one, single crochet in that same stitch just to reinforce it. Now I think we chain 20. I'm not sure. Let's chain 10. I can't remember. It's been so long since I've done one. So we're chaining 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Try not to twist it. 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, 10 is too small. So we'll go 11, 12, 13. Let's have a look. Nope. 14, 15, 16, 17. I think 20. 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24 and 25. I should have said 25 to begin with. I'm a duffer. So now here we are at the stitch marker again. We're going to count forwards by 5 because we counted backwards by 5. And now we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Pop your hook in there, that space right there. and do a normal single crochet. Okay, single crochet in your next stitch, single in your next, and so on and so forth. All right, whoops. Okay, we're just going to pull that loop up for a minute because I want to show you the handle. Perfect handle. 25 was perfect. All right, so it's been a while since I've made one of these bags and I've forgotten, as you do. So pop your work together again. We're going to do the other side. Now with the other side, pretty much exactly the same. I wouldn't stress too much. If you are off by 1 millimeter or one whatever stitch, it doesn't matter. It all marries up as long as you're not like that and your handle's not there. So always find that middle right there. Give it a stretch. Find your middle stitch. Pop your stitch marker in. You're counting back 5. In fact, I'm going to count back 5 and put that other stitch marker in there so you know when to stop your single crochets. Take that out. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pop your second stitch marker in there like that. Okay, now you're going to continue your single crochets, and when you get to that stitch marker, you're going to make another handle, okay, of 25 chains. All right, so single crochet 1. I don't even have to count, just keep going all the way across. You don't need to count here. Pretty cool, Leo. I'm having a bit of a sneak out the window while I'm doing this because the dog's gone all weird on me. She's doing some sort of spin around. We call him, not her. We call him the Donut King because he does his little spin arounds and it looks like a donut. All right, so we are near the chains. We are near the stitch marker. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's exactly where we have to start our chains. So do your 1 single crochet in that next stitch right there. All right, and you chain up 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Now, you count 5 backwards to this one, forward, sorry. 1, where is it? 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. Pop your hook in there and do a single crochet. That's it. And single crochet in your next stitch and all the way across to your next chains that you've already done, or your other chains. In actual fact, while you're doing this, you are going to crochet over those little ends that you left before to show you where the end of the row was, or the beginning of the row was. I have a feeling I'm going to run out of white here. And I'm just going to crochet over that slipped little join right there, and there you go. Keep going all the way around. Oh, I'm out of frame, doesn't matter. I'm just single crocheting all the way around, guys, so you haven't missed out on anything. I did go over that working end before. All right, so now we are almost at our chains. Right before the chains, you've got a single crochet. I'm going to do a close-up of this so you know what I'm doing. Okay, so now we're going to slip stitch into that first single crochet because we did a single crochet to join our chains. So there's your slip stitch. All right, Now you're going to see that first chain right there? You're going to pop your hook in and do a single crochet. Okay, and guess what? You're going to do the same all the way across. Now yours truly might have done hers a little tight. And I did. I did them very tight, not a little tight, a lot tight. How's that? Okay, there, all right. Single crochet in your next. A little bit fiddly this part because the handle is tiny. Oh, I'm out of frame. I do apologize, guys. I'll start looking in this camera lens. I need someone to just give me a little nudge over the back of the head every time I go out of frame. Okay, and now we're single crocheting. Now, because we've used 2 strands, I don't know which strand I'm picking up here. There we go. It's a little bit tricky, I know. Probably should have done those chains a little more loose than they are now. This one's a good one. Look at that. How loose that one there is. Very tricky. Okay. Beautiful. Now remember, it's an Easter bag, so it's holding very light Easter eggs. You could actually finish up after this row if you wanted. I don't know how we're going. I think I put 3 on them. I could be wrong. I did actually put just 2, and then I did a bottom one underneath it as well. I'm not sure. I, for the life of me, can't remember. It's such a long time ago since I've done bags. I don't do them very often, guys. Maybe once a year if I'm lucky, once every 2 years, that sort of thing. It's not my thing. Having said that, I do enjoy making bags. So, you know, Easter is coming. I thought I'd get in early this time, not like Christmas last year. And I had some drama at the end of the year and I couldn't finish off my Christmas projects. I was a bit sad about that. So I'm getting in early this year. Easter. Oh, by the way, we're doing a St. Patrick's coaster next week. I forgot to mention that on the live last week, but I will talk about it on the live this week. So we are doing a St. Patrick's Day coaster. Okay, alrighty. There we go. I forgot I'm still recording. Usually when I'm not recording, I'm just humming to myself or, you know, looking out the window at the animals as you do. The pets, they keep me entertained, guys. They keep me entertained. All right, I'm holding out with my, look, this is my yarn chicken. I'm playing yarn chicken. That's one skein and the other one's exactly the same because I wound them up to be exactly 25 grams each because they were 50, it was a 50-gram ball. So I wound it up to be exactly 25 grams each and playing a little bit of yarn chicken, hoping that it makes it. If not, I have to open up the other skein, which I didn't really want to do. There we go, getting there. Wow, talk about tight stitching. All right, here we go. We're nearing the end. There we go. I think we've got 2 more or 1 more. Let's have a look, see. 1 more. Okay, there's the last one right there. Very tricky one right there, but you must go through all thicknesses. All right, so there we go. Now, you have that single crochet right there. Remember, we slip stitched the other one. We're going to slip stitch this one as well. This just kind of reinforces it, okay? And then we jump into that next space and we do a normal single crochet. And you are going to do single crochets in the round until you get to your other chains. In fact, let's just stop for a minute and I'll show you this one here. Oh, I'm so far away. Sorry. I'm having a play with it and I forgot you guys couldn't see it. Okay. and there's your handles. All right. So I think since it's only an Easter eggs, and there's not that much to go on there. You can actually take off these stitch markers, by the way, this other stitch marker. You don't need it there. I think that handle will be enough. However, once we get around, we'll have a look, see. I'll pop all the Easter gear inside it and we'll see how we go. Okay, so keep going all the way around. Do exactly what we did with this handle to this handle. Remember, we're slip stitching in our first single crochet. Then we're doing our single crochets over the handle, slip stitching into our next single crochet. And then I want you to do your single crochets all the way until you get to this handle and wait for me right there. Alrighty guys, that was the first handle we did together. This is the one I did off air. Now I've come right back around, and all I would like for you to do now is single crochet in every stitch all the way around. And what it's doing is just making your bag handles a little bit stronger, reinforcing them. You probably don't need it, but yours truly, I'm a bit fussy like that. And I probably didn't do in my original bags, the original Easter bags that I've made in the past. Whoops, doing well there. Because they're only holding Easter eggs which are quite light. Unless, of course, you want to pack them with Easter eggs. Overdo the whole weight thing. Then you might need to put a bit more reinforcement on these handles. But I think this row is plenty. And I'm going to lose at the Yarn Chicken. I'd like to say I'm going to win, but I don't know. It doesn't look good. I hate it when I lose at Yarn Chicken because I plan to only use one skein of the white and maybe half of the skeins of the other colours, but I think I've used a bit more. We'll see. When I get to the end of the row, I'll tell you. So that's what initially one side looks like. Go ahead, finish the other side, but get to the other side of the handle and wait for me right there, okay? Just got to this handle and I remembered that we did a lot of slip stitching there. Just skip the slip stitching and jump straight into your next stitch with your single crochet. I wasn't sure if I mentioned it before. I don't think I did. And in fact, we may as well just stick around and finish off the handle here. I hope you didn't finish off your handle and think, oh no, it doesn't matter if you've popped the extra stitch there. It doesn't matter. Either way, you know what? My Yarn Chicken, I think I'm winning. Yay! Oh gosh, I think I'm winning. Bonus. Okay. All right, it's been a very long tutorial. Part 1 was kind of really long. Part 2, well, it hasn't been too long for this one, but part 1 was very long. I think we probably could have done parts 1, 2, and 3, but sometimes those parts, they drive me up the wall. I'd rather just get it all done in one series. But sometimes it just, can't be helped. Okay. All right, so we're nearly at the end of this handle, and when we get to the end, I'll show you what we need to do. It's going to be fun once it's done. Oh gosh, I didn't even mean to rhyme there. Sorry, guys. Oh, I've turned into, what's his name? Dr. Seuss. Rhyming all over the place. I used to love reading Dr. Seuss when I was young. I was a Dr. Seuss fanatic. Hence wanting to be a poet as I got older, having everything rhyme. Then again, not everything rhymes when you're a poet. Okay, here we go. Now there's that slip stitch right there. So we're just going to put a single crochet in there. Okay, we are not going to go all the way around. We are just going to slip stitch into that single crochet right there, pull the loop through, and pull the loop through there. Give it a cut. You're going to weave in those ends off air. All right. I'm going to show you my yarn chicken. That is what's left of my yarn. That's yarn chicken, winning at yarn chicken for sure. All right, so what I would like for you to do off air later is to weave in all these ends, but in the meantime we're going to test trial our bag. So wait right there. There's your little bunny. There's your egg. Whoops. Wait for it, there's more. There's your little Easter bag full of lollies. It's Peter Rabbit or whatever it is. It's not even Peter Rabbit, it's a Lindt chocolate. Oh, my son is going to love me once this is done. Told my kids, once I'm finished doing this, they can have all the eggs. So much can fit in the bag. Look at it, so much. This might be a little too big. It is a big one. And there's your little yummy one of those. Ta-da! There are all the Easter gear. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Guess who's going to be happy during Easter? Oh. Oh, yes, there you go. Yummy, yummy. All right, thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you so much for joining me with this tutorial. I loved making it, and if you wanted to reinforce your bag even more, you could actually put a row on the inside of your bag too, but I wouldn't bother. It's strong enough. It's only Easter gear, and I'm looking at this. Oh, my little that's not really a very appropriate Easter gift, is it? There you go. How's that? All right, thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you for joining me with making this Easter bag. I really loved it. It's one of my favorites. And if you would like to get further tutorials in your inbox, you need to subscribe and hit all on the subscribe button. Hit all, so you'll receive all of your all of my tutorials in your inbox. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and all that jazz. And guess what, guys? Ciao for now.